I'm told that I was a wee bit of a problem during my school days. I actually thought my name was Smarten Up for a while. If you check the files at Prairie Elementary School, you'll discover that I hold the undisputed record for most spankings in a week. Not that I'm proud of this, but it will stand forever as they have ceased all such activities. I attended a Christian school, and on my first day in first grade, Leslie Kalababa squealed on me for having my eyes open during prayer. I have wondered for years, how did he know? Teachers don't pray as much anymore, but the kids do, during tests. By grade 5, teachers wondered if there was any hope for me, and by high school, they knew the answer. I was no mathlete. My marks had been slipping since kindergarten. To complicate things, some strange teachers roamed the hallways. One prided himself on calling everyone by their birthday. I was July 26th. A friend was May 3rd. This teacher would walk past me in the hall and say, "Hi, July 26th," and you could mess with his mind by saying, "No, I'm May 3rd. July 26th is Dave Adkins." Years after high school, my friend ran into this former teacher in a mall 1,000 miles from home. Without stopping, our teacher said, "Hi, May 3rd," and then walked away. I can't remember much I learned from this gentleman, except I never forget my friend's birthday. Thankfully, we had other teachers too. In 10th grade, I was standing at the drinking fountain when my English teacher, Mr. Albiner, tapped me on the shoulder. This was never good. "Listen, Callaway," he said, "your math marks aren't adding up. Science, chemistry, the experiment's not working." I knew this. I hung my head. But what he said straightened my spine and changed my life. I want you in my communication arts class. I think God has given you a gift in communication. For the first time in history, a teacher actually wanted me in his class. The next day I was so excited, I think I even combed my hair. I had some back then. And I worked eagerly on my first assignment, writing a poem for a poetry contest. I can't remember a word I wrote, but I'll never forget Mr. Beaner standing at the front of the classroom and pulling $5 from his wallet. "Congratulations, Callaway," he said, "you received first place in the poetry contest." Whoa! I had no idea you could be paid for this. "I want you to read this in chapel tomorrow," he said. I was terrified, but I did it. I thought, I'll do anything for $5. The next day, my knees knocked and my hands shook, but I read that poem loudly before the entire school, all because someone believed in me. You know, I have been influenced by many people. Some have scolded me and corrected me and hollered at me, and I probably deserved it. Most have forgotten my birthday, but those who influenced me the most didn't just point a finger, they held out a helping hand. They knew that God was bigger than my shortcomings. None of us knows what God will do when we encourage someone. I almost flunked French class in high school. The teacher said, "You won't be coming back next year, will you?" I shook my head and said, "Oui." I didn't even get that question right. And now they're translating my writings into German and Spanish and French. Does God have a sense of humor? My story is a tribute to the goodness and greatness of an awesome God, and to those like Mr. Beanert who believed in God enough to believe he could do something with a crazy kid like me. In 1 Thessalonians 3, Paul tells how he had sent Timothy to the church to cheer them on so they wouldn't be discouraged by hard times. Ephesians 4:29 instructs us to use our mouths to build others up according to their needs. When we do, we bring joy to life. Do you have a crazy kid in your life? A kid like I was? Go looking for strengths in them. Don't think of what they are. Think of what they could become with a little encouragement from you. I have always wanted to be a ventriloquist, but I lacked the talent. But thanks to these masks, this is my friend, Herbert. What do you have to say to us, Herbert? I just want people to subscribe to Laugh Again TV. Like, push that button. Okay, all right. Well, hey, thanks for being here. I did it for free. Subscribe.